You may have a business idea and you want to start a business. Let's say a business of selling clothes or selling furniture, etc. Yes, you have the idea of doing that. But if you don't have business knowledge, your business will not go well. What am I trying to say is this? If you have a business idea and you are thinking of starting a business, you first have to learn about how to start a business, how to charge the prices, and how to manage your business, and many more. These days, many people, they just start the businesses because they have the ideas, right? And they don't have the business knowledge. That's why some of the businesses are falling down. They are not going well. That's why you see that some people gonna start a business like today, and it's gonna take a month, a year, or a week, and people will start to give up. It's because they don't have a business idea. So, which means that if you want to start like a business of selling, let's say, books, first you need or you have to approach the people who do sell the books. Let's say it's gonna be your friend, you're gonna approach your friend and ask, how are you doing this? How also can I do this so that you can get some knowledge in the business you are interested in doing? Let's say you want to start something like agriculture, let's say like growing vegetables, tomatoes, onions, etc. And you don't have the idea, and you just wake up and start to prepare the land for growing those things, etc. Blah blah blah. And at the end, you see that it didn't go well, which means that the next step you will take is to give up. So, if you first gather knowledge of what you are interested in, it is less that you give up. Another point, or in simple ways, allow me to say that mentors are your bridge to success. A mentor is someone who can guide you in the field you are interested in. It's gonna be your father, your mother, your sister, your aunt, your friend, etc. Let's say you see that your father is running a truck services, etc., and you are interested in that field. You have to approach him first and ask him how he is doing that, what are the steps to take, etc. By doing so, I tell you that it is less that you will not be successful. To start a business, especially as entrepreneurs, only not that you have to go to school, blah blah blah, and spend some years. No. Even also we human beings, without going to school, we can make money because all of us, we have different talents that God has given us. So some of the people have the problems or have the challenges to identify their talents. So the first thing to identify your talent, you have to talk to God wholeheartedly. God will give you a way to see what is your talent. God will guide you. When you are doing that in prayer, you have to believe that your prayer will be answered. Most of the people, they doubt. That's why most of our prayers, they go in vain. Also, the easy way also to find what your talent is. Let's say you play soccer or you sing, etc. And by doing this thing, you see that you are very happy, you are motivated, etc. It's also a sign that the thing you are doing is your talent. If you do, let's say you went somewhere, and when you are doing that way, you are not happy. You always feel disturbed, not happy, mentally ill because of the thing you are doing. You need to stop that because that's not your field. Also, this time we are in, especially in this generation, people are going to school from primary, secondary, tertiary, universities, etc. and continue learning. When we finish the school, some of you, we are ending up not having anything to do. So, we must think critically. When you finish to do something, let's say the school, etc., you get your certificate, your diploma, your doctorate, you need to start something, another skill, so that you can get the knowledge. It doesn't mean that those 7 years you spent at school or 10 years, etc., is where you will get the knowledge to be successful. Yes, it's gonna be so, but some of the times it will end not like that. So you have to, or we have to think critically so that we can have something to do, especially the time we are in. If you have a job you are doing, it is good, but have a side hustle, etc. so that when you get fired at your job, whilst you are looking for another job, you have something to do. Okay, thank you. See you soon, and comment down. What do you think about this? What is your take on it?